in my paper. They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cube-bone stallion with the lick. Really became a boss.
It's week 15 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Colts and the Falcons on EA Sports.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 83 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change out.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. They'll set up a throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Now a play fake here on first down. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Falcons. David Njoku with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Sometimes the process get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
And you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers. You know that in their zone coverage, they're able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Back to the ground with Robinson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 19 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's 10 touchdowns on the season for him on the ground. And remember our meeting with the coaching staff, they did share with us that one of their goals for the year was for him to get in the end zone at least 10 times. And that ramps up into their bigger goal to try and get 20 overall as a team.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now here's Mahomes. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Chase, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Again, it's Robinson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
My initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Counting down toward halftime on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of him.
No ground to call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This kick to shatter the NFL record, a 69-yard attempt. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. He's past the 30. Past midfield, look out. And he will be out of bounds. So no touchdown on the missed field goal return here. And on that wild note, we will come to an end here in the first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, They've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On the draw, Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Grant on the return. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be Falcon football.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Azeez Ojulari
charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
Tried to create a little bit of that hocus-pocus with some magic, but the defense, not impressed at all. They don't lose contain on this very dangerous runner, and they get a big stop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
Now back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again.
Over the middle. That's caught by Chase.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 35. Give him 18 on the play. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, look at the juke. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
2nd down and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jakeem Grant, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive Mahomes, 9 plays all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The last series for a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Moss. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On the counter, this is Robinson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Going up top for Miller. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was concluded on the touchdown pass to Scotty Miller. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Now, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll give this to Singletary running right, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They'll drop to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the press. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Ritter picked, and it's his former Bearcat teammate, Ahmad Gardner, who got it.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Robinson on a give right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now here's Mahomes. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Looking to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd and 5. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Yellow. Let's get it. Let's go.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. To throw, it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get...
He's got a man, complete. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was a good play. An incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. So now Ritter and the Falcons down 20-14. A little over a minute and a half remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. And that's complete to Grant. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ritter trying to get them up to the line here in a hurry. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Back to throw. That's complete to Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Bosky, let's get it. We the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it.